If I look tired, it's because I am tired. I just got back from a trip to Tokyo. I went to Odaiba to see a car show and take pictures, as well as Akihabara, where I shot a little bit more. Those are only two places I really shot at the 4 days I was in Tokyo for. But during that trip, I also got a new film camera. I went over to Second Base. I got some cinestill there, and I also shot some Ilford vintage, but I didn't get that from Second Base. I got that from a different camera store. So I shot that, as well as the cinestill 800 that I picked up from there. But the camera that I got is this Ricoh XR500. And I really like it, actually. It's a mechanical. I guess there's also an auto version of it too, but it's mechanical with your regular slide to advance the film, shutter button. It's got exposure dials, goes up to, what was it, exposure dials. It has the 500 up to 500 ISO, or not 500 ISO, 500 shutter speed with 3200 ISO. I also have this, it also came with this Ricoh lens, 50mm f2, and the aperture and zoom ring are really nice. It feels really nice in the hand to zoom in and out, and the clicks on the lens itself too is pretty nice. But yeah, I got that. The camera itself cost like $80, so it was a pretty good deal. I don't remember how much the cinestill was though. But cinestill is my favorite film stock. I only bought one roll though, and that roll did not. Needless to say, I messed up some of the shots on that roll. There was a whole section of my film strip where you could see is completely unusable. There's nothing on there, and it's 3 shots actually. And I mean, some photos came out good, but man, the struggles of being a beginner film photographer, I guess. So I shot Ilford and the cinestill, but I shot the Ilford in my my Fujica Auto 7, which is pretty cool. The colors that came out of it, I really like them. I picked out of all 36 photos that I took. Out of all the photos that I took, I just picked 5 from both rolls that I really liked the most, and here are those 5. Starting from the top left. I'll also be kind of looking down at the photos in my hand, because I really didn't think this through. So starting from the top left, this first photo, I really like this one. I tried to get that bush, that tree, kind of in the way of the front part of the frame, which I didn't get that car, that van, all the way out of the frame. However, I mean, it's still a pretty good photo. I like the way that the light and the colors kind of like bounce off the car. Moving on, this next photo, the highway patrol. I didn't realize how much Japanese people really love cosplaying until I saw this, and this actually had me laughing for a few minutes. So it wasn't really so much as the colors for this one, but just the pure fact that it genuinely made me laugh and like made me happy to see, kind of in a weird way. And it was also a big surprise seeing something like that here in Japan. You don't see a whole lot of that where up here where I live. This one was definitely the colors for me. The way that the orange, or not the orange, the way that the green goes to yellow to white in terms of the cars, how they're positioned. I thought it would make for a kind of pleasing image, at least for the cars. It's a little cluttered in the background, in my opinion, but if there was nothing there, I think it'd be like a really good photo. But yeah. And then this next one, so we were on our way. I can't really remember where we were going, but we were on our way somewhere. We ended up passing by in the front of this building, and like the whole courtyard there was just kind of big and open, and I thought it would be a pretty good way to like depict the space and like the people that occupy it. But I really do like it. I like the way that the red stands out compared to the whites of the photo, and yeah, I just really like the way it came out. And then this last one on this roll, the Unicorn Gundam, that was right in front of the mall. This was after we left the car show. We left the car show and we walked over to the mall so I could get a photo of the Gundam statue, because I really love Gundam. Gundams are awesome. So really, this one was just to get a shot of the Gundam. That's why I took it. But I like the scale of it though. I mean, you can tell we're not too close to it, but just the fact that the people are around and how big the thing is makes you wonder if that's actually how tall they would be in real life compared to the anime. But yeah. Now moving on to the next set, the cinestill roll, the failed roll. Only a few of these photos actually came out pretty good. I don't know what this stuff is like on some of the photos. I don't know if that was like because of my lens or because I just didn't have the right settings or whatever. Only one photo had a lens flare, and the first one, I don't know what happened with the first one. I think that was just the first shot I was taking just to advance the roll. Anyways, same thing here. I picked 5 photos that I really liked. Well, out of this one specifically, there's only 4 that I actually really liked. The last one is more, I picked it because of the colors. These are the 5 that I picked, and I really love cinestill. I think it's because of the red halation that you see. Like take this first photo for example. Like the way that the red just kind of blooms a little bit, and like all the other lights and whatnot. I really like that look. And then not only that, like there's that little green tint around some of the lights too, that I don't know, it just really draws me into the film. And then the second one, I really like the way this one came out. Though I took two photos of this one, of the pachinko parlor. In this first one that I took, you can see that you can kind of see what I was going for, but I kind of feel like either this guy or the one going into the store kind of ruins it, but at the same time I feel like it also kind of works. But I like the second one that I took too, because the doors were closing as I was taking the photo, and it kind of brings the focus in more towards the center instead of like looking at the people that are in the foreground of the frame. So I don't know, both of them work. But yeah, so this one didn't turn out the way I thought it would turn out. But if it did, I think it would have been a great photo. You can tell in the bottom corner that there's someone sitting there. Someone has a hat, their chef's hat on. He's just kind of chilling there. But again, could have been better, yeah, but it's still pretty good for what it is, and I really liked it. So, and then this one with the, I don't think he was a police officer. I think he was more of a security guard. But then again, he could have been a police officer. I don't really remember too much. It was probably more of a throwaway shot than anything. Just took it just to take it. But I also like how he's standing off to the side. But it could have been even better if there was actually a car on the lift, in my opinion. But nonetheless, I'm still kind of happy with it. So, and then this last one. I only picked this last one because I like the way the blue, the red, and the yellow stand out the most in here. I can't remember really what I was going for with this last photo. But I was kind of starting to near the end of my roll, and I was getting a little antsy about finishing it. So, but I really like this one too for the colors. Only for the colors. I don't like that. I didn't really think about the composition of it or anything. Yeah, that's my experience recently, or not my experience, but what I did recently. Shot my first roll of cinestill in Ilford. It was it's really dope seeing cinestill in my hands versus like an emulation. Nonetheless, these photos came out really good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed shooting on them, and I've got another roll of Ilford that I'm gonna shoot soon. I was also shooting, or still in the process of shooting, a roll of Ultramax. Yeah, I've got a roll of Ultramax that I'm still shooting. So I might shoot another one with the new camera here soon. But lessons learned on the cinestill. Lessons learned. But I hope you liked this video. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. And be looking out for my next video. Yeah. I think I could get used to this. I think I can get used to shooting film. We'll see. But peace. See you later. Adios. Güle güle. That's Turkish. Yeah. See ya.